This is the best rollout we've seen for an album in the past couple of years. Tyler Creator's Chromakopia dropping in only 6 days. Today we're gonna go over the latest info, like a new clip, a new video for the vinyls, and also just my little rant about why this rollout is so insanely good. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So obviously Tyler is dropping Chromakopia in only 6 days, Monday, October 28th, and we've just gotten the new single, Noid, yesterday. I talked about it already, and I can honestly say after a day, it is growing on me more and more, and the general reception of the record was also pretty good. But today I wanted to talk about the rollout and also the new video for the vinyls and some details, because that also ties in with the rollout. Because look, we have these album rollouts by artists as of late, you know, with a lot of people. I'm looking at Kanye, I'm looking at A$AP Rocky, but this applies to basically everybody nowadays, where they announce an album so early on with a release date that is still unspecific. They have months and years of teasing and of snippets and of leaks before the album actually gets a release date. And in the process, a lot of the hype even gets lost, and the whole album just seems like it's not a coherent, concise project where you can pinpoint it to an exact era in that artist's career, in his discography, and with a just, you know, coherent narrative of the record. And Tyler is supplying us with exactly that. I mean, the album was announced a week and a half before the release date. We really didn't have a lot of time, and we thought, okay, how can he really do a rollout in this time? But he has been able to give us info day by day, each day, especially also with stuff like now the trucking map, where, you know, the trucks are just running throughout the entire country. One is going eastward and one is going westward. As of right now of the recording of this video, the map has not been updated from Roswell, New Mexico and Atlanta, Georgia yet out to new cities. So maybe by the time you're watching this, it has been, and I'll drop a new video going over all the latest details. But as of right now, it's still those two. But still, stuff like that is just so well planned out. And I mean, you had to organize all those trucks in order to pull this off. Also, little details like, for example, the phone number you could call for Call Me If You Get Lost, where it did have a specific meaning for Call Me If You Get Lost, it now got changed to it saying that the drivers for the trucks are not available, but you can wait in line, whatever it said. We went over this yesterday, but little details like this add up, and they just make for a bigger picture that is just, it fits together everything. It's little puzzle pieces that are just coming together for a greater picture, and I can't stress how important that is. I think we've gotten used to these sloppy rollouts for a long time with delays and with, you know, not having all the samples cleared. And it's not like Tyler doesn't sample. He is heavy on the sampling side, on the production as well, but he gets all his samples cleared before he starts the rollout. A$AP Rocky, I'm looking at you. Anyway, you know, this applies to everybody. There's no Rocky hate in this. This applies to basically everybody nowadays. There's only a few artists that can really nail this. The Weeknd being another one with great rollouts that do kind of, you know, they're longer than Tyler's. It's not just a week and a half, it's months and months, but at least there's some story behind it. At least there's character to the entire record. Anyway, I didn't want to have this, you know, as a rant this much, but what I did want to say is having everything ready is so important. And another thing that I want to stress when it comes to this is also the vinyls, which did just get a new video, because only, you know, like 20 minutes before recording this, Tyler posted a video to his social media, also to YouTube, as I just saw. So this is an actual, you know, an actual ad that he has for the record for the vinyls, which you can pre-order on the website. We'll take a look at that in a second, but it has different songs on there now. So we get a little glimpse into what the different songs of the record are sounding like, because there's different parts of the video where the songs switch up. You better go watch it yourself. We only get little snippets. A lot of people saying, again, They hear Frank Ocean in this, which, is still unconfirmed if Frank is going to be a feature on here, but a lot of people obviously wish for that. But it does announce the vinyls for the record, which obviously is a great addition to it. But, what I did want to say is when you go to the website, the Golf Wang website, and you go to the bundles for the vinyls, they're already sold out. But one thing that immediately, what's kind of my focus is this one sentence also right here that says, "This is a pre-order item expected to ship immediately upon release in 2024. And when was the last time you had an artist that had the vinyls and the merch, maybe the merch, but not the vinyls, shipped immediately upon release? Obviously, this is just expected to ship immediately upon release, so we have to wait and see how that's actually going to play out, if that's actually going to be the case. But still, to have this promise from the artist, to have those items shipped out when the album drops, is something that I don't think I've ever seen. Give me an example of when this was this well organized. Usually it takes months up to a year until people get the vinyls, at least in some cases. And especially for an artist as big as Tyler to have this sort of organization and logistical planning going on is truly something special that we're just not used to anymore. This is truly great. Everything fits together. Also, his whole deal of dropping on a Monday, which we've talked about, again in the past videos, where this one Nardwuar interview where he said that people have more time during the week to actively listen to the music rather than just, being in the gym, being at a party out on the weekends if it drops on Friday, which is true. Back in the day, albums also used to drop on Tuesdays. He's doing it on a Monday now, but it's just changed because of the Billboard 200, because artists do want their album sales to count into the Billboard, charting system, and labels especially want that. So as for an artist as big as Tyler, who is doing crazy numbers, by the way, on YouTube, all the videos have millions of views in the first couple of hours, which is something that I've rarely seen over the past couple of years. I feel like, just views have been declining, but Tyler is one of those examples where there's such a strong fan base that fans just always watch his stuff immediately as it drops. But for an artist as big as him to challenge the industry in the way that, dropping on a Monday does, where obviously the label is like, no, we want that Friday release because we want to have that #1 album, to have it as a big, thing we can announce, #1 album. For Tyler to do it on a Monday is truly something that's also, I think, special to him, and just shows that he's for some reason or in some way going against the things as they are right now. And he's criticizing the music industry a lot. We've had interviews where he shot against other artists, so we know this is something that is very important to him. But to do it in this way, I think, is also a pretty great idea. So all in all, to have this all planned out this well, to have everything ready before you announce the record. He had the website set up, he had the maps set up, he had the trucks set up, he changed little details like the touring information now, as we talked about yesterday, like the phone number from Call Me If You Get Lost, to drop these singles as well on a Monday, and to drop the album on a Monday. It's just something that we're not used to, and that is why this album is going to be so special. And from what we're hearing so far from St. Chroma, from the snippets in the new vinyl video, and also from Noid, this is going to be a pretty special record. So that's kind of my little rant on this, but also obviously it's pretty great news that the merch and the vinyls are going to be shipping immediately upon release. And as we get any more info on this, I'll keep you updated, maybe even today later on, so make sure you stay subscribed. But until then, I want to know how y'all feel about this. This is a video that I've been meaning to make because it was just something that I thought was so special about this record, and that I commend Tyler a lot for. So let me know all your thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.